I arrived at Princeton right out of graduate school. I did my doctorate in philosophy of law at Oxford after having gone to law school at Harvard here in the United States. But I arrived in the fall of 1985 and began teaching civil liberties and constitutional interpretation and philosophy of law. I was given tenure in 1993 and then elevated to the rank of full professor and installed in an endowed chair called the McCormick Professor of Jurisprudence in 1999. Now, Princeton does not have a law school. It had one very briefly after the Civil War, granted, I believe, 12 LLB degrees before closing up, and hasn't had a law school since. But it has a long tradition, a distinguished tradition of teaching in public law and jurisprudence, really going back to Woodrow Wilson, who was the first McCormick Professor of Jurisprudence. He was followed by Edward S. Corwin, who was the greatest constitutional scholar of the first half of the 20th century, and he by another very distinguished scholar, Alpheus T. Mason, and he by my immediate predecessor, Walter Murphy. So when I inherited the McCormick chair, it occurred to me that we should try to do something to build on the wonderful tradition and history we have here at Princeton of teaching undergraduates and doctoral students in the areas of public law and jurisprudence. And that's when I conceived the idea of the James Madison Program in American Ideals and Institutions to do that. I raised some money for the program from generous foundations and benefactors and took the proposal to the university administration. And I was delighted when the university accepted the proposal and allowed me to found the James Madison program in July 4th, actually, of the year 2000. So now it's 2021 when we're having this interview, and we've been at it for 21 years. It's grown. It's a large and very influential program on our campus and seems to be having an impact off our campus as well.